So I'm walking. It's about that time, you know. Paged. Your digs. And right now, just wanted to relay something. So like, alright, cool, check me out. Alright. And so it came and more. And so it came to me and more. Research. Flashbacks. EP. Then there was, the scandal was tremendous. And to now catch those up, or remind those that now it's a volume. Here it's known, volume 1. Now that's the check right there, right? That's the check. I say all this to say this, right? Excuse me, I'm over here trying to... I'm over here just saying... I'm over here just trying to say, basically, this has been, you know, the concept to basically, you know, document my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, really document my life and really show something that is original. But it's kind of overplayed now, because I think it's kind of cliche to have somebody on a video or making a video or some film of some sort, and then just talk. But who are you talking to, right? So it's things like this that I can appreciate now, because, you know, of course information is key. That's true. But at the same time, you know, like, there's so much to share, you know what I'm saying? And there's a little to offer. So I say all this to say this once again. Great rise, and enjoy the scenery. Just because somebody then may give you attitude and you may not understand when dealing with the mind frame, be courteous enough upon yourself and the next individual. That saves lives. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to vote for that. I don't need to put no ballot on that for me to realize that the fact that if there's then not a problem, but there can be confusion, there can then be a misunderstanding, there can be something being misconstrued. I don't need no ballot to put that in no mail. Don't put my address there, please. Just something to think about, you know? Especially when you in an environment like this. I ain't gotta say where I'm at, because you'll know. It's a difference between taking responsibility of something that you have then not caused, and then being a originator or a founder, or for to put this in simple terms, don't make history and then when someone discovers something that has not been shared, it's a reason why there are things to be sacred. So don't get caught slipping, trying to play God, and then say that you aren't responsible for certain things under the name. And with that being said, stay tuned. Thank you. Next. Speaking of votes, you don't vote for the better person, but by selecting the not the better, but in this case more fitting, you are submitting now your rights over of the country. And I think that's something that we have to realize when we talk about these things and when we discuss these things. We have to understand what, the power that we're giving, and what then now the rules and all that stuff comes on. You'll see. So as this minute go by, because I'm about to be clearing it from here. No, I wasn't in the bathroom all this time. It was a good day. It was a good day. I got the job done, and no one got hurt. And everybody get to enjoy themselves, So as always, great rise. Stay tuned. The fuck Hillary Clinton doing in this election? The fuck?
That's starting to fill in. Still a long way to go.
Certainly is. Voting time is about to end in 14 states. That's the second biggest wave of results tonight. 156 electoral votes are up for grabs. We're watching 6 key battleground states, from Arizona in the west to Michigan and Wisconsin in the Midwest. We have a projection right now. CNN projects that Joe Biden will win the state of New York, and with its 29 electoral votes, Biden beats Trump in New York State. We cannot make projections at this hour in these states: Arizona, Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Take a look at the Electoral College map where it stands right now. With Biden winning New York State, Biden is now ahead. He has 59 electoral votes to Trump's 42 electoral votes. You need 270 to be elected president of the United States. Let's get a key race alert right now, see where things stand. First of all, let's go to North Carolina right now, 15 electoral votes. 74% of the estimated vote is in. Biden is still ahead by about 170,000
What the
votes.
fuck?
51.4% to 47.5% in North Carolina. Let's go to Ohio right now. More than half of the vote is now in. Biden is ahead there. An impressive 281,000 vote lead over Trump, 53.6% to 45.1% in Ohio. In Pennsylvania, only 14% of the vote is in.
This
but
shit
Biden has,
crazy.
looks like a
Hold
comfortable
up.
lead right now. 353,000 vote lead over Trump, 66.8% to 32.4% in Pennsylvania. In Texas right now, look at this, 65% of the estimated vote is in. Biden still maintains a lead.
Pete,
Close in Texas. He has
everything they showing you,
votes,
right,
49.8% to 48.7%
is live. Like, all this is going on.
Biden has a 8,600 vote lead over Trump, 53.2% to 45.7%. Trump, on the other hand, is leading in these 4 states. In Florida, 92% of the estimated vote is in. Trump has a pretty comfortable 271,000 vote lead over Biden. In Florida, 50.8% to 48.2%. In Michigan, only 15% of the vote is in. Trump is ahead. It's early there. 183,000 vote lead over Biden. It's early in Michigan, 59.3% to 38.4%. Almost a third of the vote is in Georgia. Trump has a relatively comfortable lead, 248,000 vote lead over Biden, 57.2% to 41.8%. In Virginia, more than a third of the vote is in. Trump has a nearly 300,000 vote lead in Virginia over Biden, 57.7% to 40.2%. Let's go back to John King. He's looking at the magic wall for us. It's a lot of stuff going on. You see a lot of red, but you see a lot of blue as well.
It's an interesting map right now. So I'm going to go through some of the big ones that we're going to watch as we play out right now. And we'll start in Ohio, but then I just want to explain some of these other states that look a little different right now, and we'll see. We could have a different election night. We'll see. This is the big one for me, Ohio, and the more of this is starting to fill in, right? But I just want to show you 2016. You see all this red in here. That's what you're looking for. Those are the small counties where the president runs it up. But as they fill in, Joe Biden is holding on to that lead. But we still have a way to go.
How?
53% here. But again, this is impressive, and it's somewhat, the Democrats thought this was in play. Joe Biden went there on Monday. Some Democrats were worried should that time be spent somewhere else. But he went here. He went to Cleveland to turn out the vote right now. And again, we still have some more votes to come from Cuyahoga County. So if you're a Democrat, that's impressive. The question is, when the later votes come in, do you keep that margin? How much can you grow it? Can you maintain it? Because it's absolutely critical. By far, this is your number one vote center in the state of Ohio. You want to run up the vote. Again, I keep watching the suburbs here, up to 61% of the vote. It's close. It's close. It's a moral victory, but it's also a little bit of the math. Right? The Democrats want to expand in the suburbs. If you can pick up 1,000 votes anywhere in a place as tight as Ohio, you try to do it. So let's move out of Ohio. One place that's been red for a long time, people from home probably asking what's going on in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It has become more of a blue state. But look, the president has a healthy lead right now, 57%. That's not
Fuck that.
at all. However, I just want to this is where the votes are in Virginia. You come up here, Fairfax County, by far the largest county in the state, only about 15% of the vote in. So far. So we're waiting on that. You come over here to Alexandria, also waiting for votes. So Virginia red.